to all here assembled and to all on YouTube. As many of you know, Minister Oden is still battling a viral bug, so I am filling in. There is good news. I am not giving the reflection. So, are there any announcements? Is this going to be the first Sunday with no announcements?
Good morning. So Saturday, November 4th at 7 p.m., another evening of marvelous music is back by popular demand. This year we have 14 members from the church, including a string sextet, and we're going to play a lot of your favorite golden oldies from the 60s and 70s and a few more modern tunes. Just to give you a teaser of some of the songs you can expect, we'll play a little Name That Tune. Go, Sherry. I hear these eyes, yes. Free tickets for you. Free tickets. One more, let's try one more song. Anyone? Let it be, yes. You get free tickets to a free concert. We want one more winner, one more song, one more winner here. Any guesses? My Girl, that's right, all right. So these and many other of your favorite tunes. The concert is free. Of course, donations are accepted. So it's free to get in, but it's $100 to leave. I'm just kidding. It's only 50.
Thank you, Marv. November 4th.
At 7 p.m. And there's no need to book your tickets in advance. Just come. And bring friends. And the same thing goes for tonight. Come, bring friends to the Fall Feast. We have already sold a number of tickets, but we do have a few tickets available for sale after the service. They're $20 each. We have a beautiful pie buffet that's been rolling in the door this morning. And there's 8 turkeys that are housed in various ovens around the city that are going to arrive for feasting at 6 p.m. So seating will be available at 5:30 p.m. and if everything goes well with some of your prayers, we will be dining at 6 p.m. So please join us. If you are coming, I welcome your help for a very short little time at the beginning of the meal as a server. We're a little short on serving help, and we find that the buffet line goes quite efficiently when we have servers. And as well, if you have, say, 10 minutes after the service to come downstairs and assist with some table and chair setup, that would be extremely welcome. Thank you, and I hope you'll be joining us tonight.
My mouth is salivating already.
Well, I just wanted to say that you may have noticed that things look a little different. Our setup looks a little different. And I'm so excited to announce that this morning we will be introducing our Riverbend United Children's Choir, who are seated here in the front row. Would you like to stand up and show them who you are? Yes. It's very exciting. So it's going to be a good day.
Thank you, Paula.
Alrighty, everyone. So my name's Luke. I'm the youth leader. I just wanted to announce we do have a youth event coming up next weekend. Our event is going to be a collaborative event. We've been doing some collaborative events with other youth groups around the city. So this is going to be with St. Paul's and Grace United churches. And it's actually taking place at McDougall United. So that's kind of on the south side for anyone who doesn't know where that is. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be from 7 to 9. That's this Friday. So that's October 27th, 7 to 9. And we are going to be playing sardines in McDougall United, which is going to be pretty fun. It's a big church. And we're also going to be having some snacks. So if you are a youth or if you know any youth, let them know. and I will be sending out more information this week to anyone who's interested. In addition, I actually have kind of an exciting update. Betty, who's sitting over there beside my mom, has very, very generously offered. She's made some dishcloths, which is very nice, and she's generously offered them as a youth fundraiser. So we're actually going to be selling these over the next couple weeks before services, and in addition at the dinner tonight as a fundraiser for the youth group. So bring a couple dollars if you're able to, and you can come pick up a dishcloth. So thank you very, very much, Betty. That's incredibly generous.
You can even bring paper money. Luke will accept that. Any other announcements? Yeah, one more.
Hi, I'm Arnold Rumbold. I'd just like to draw your attention to the announcements in the bulletin and tell you what a great experience you have if you come to the Rumbold Vocal Prize tomorrow at the auditorium to hear the finals of the competition. You'll be amazed at the talent that is coming up in our Canadian vocal scenes.
Thank you, Arnold. So as we gather here today, we acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We pay our respect to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Please stay seated for the introit, Weave. Come, all ye people, come and give thanks to God. Lend your voice to the songs of our praise. For the opening hymn, please stand as you are able. Voices united, 2, 3, 2.
Some full and costly for children, if you'd like to come forward, we will have some children's time. Okay, we'll just wait for Quinn to come. Excellent. So I wonder if any of you are learning to play a musical instrument, or if someone in your family can play a musical instrument.
Does my cousins count?
Yes, of course.
One of my cousins can play the violin.
Lovely. I used to play the violin when I was your age. I was so bad at it. I don't play the violin anymore. Any other musical instruments? Anyone you know play? Oh, Quinn.
My sister plays a guitar.
Guitar. Oh, that's a nice instrument.
I used to do ukulele lessons on TV, but I don't do it often anymore.
No ukulele, so we've got a guitar and a ukulele.
I am learning to play piano.
Piano. It can be tough learning to play a musical instrument, can't it? You can get a bit frustrated at times because you've got the music and you keep hitting the notes and then you hit one note that's just not quite right. So music can actually be a bit frustrating at times. But how do you think people feel when they're learning to play an instrument and they get the tune right?
They feel proud of themselves and think they accomplished something and they've worked hard for it.
Yes, they feel a sense of accomplishment, and I'm sure they feel really, really happy. And then they probably say to their family or their friends, come and listen, and they play the tune. But you know, we all have a musical instrument. Every single one of us has a musical instrument. And it's not a guitar, and it's not piano, it's not the drums. Does anyone know? Clapping in time to music is a fabulous musical instrument. I'm thinking of something else, something you might be doing a little bit later.
Our voice?
Our voices. They are a musical instrument, and we all have one. And it's great when we use that musical instrument together. You know, music in worship has been so important for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, well before Jesus was born. In the book of Psalms, which is like the poetry of the Bible, if you look at some of the Psalms, there's lots of them which say, play the trumpet, play your cymbals, sing, dance. So music has been so important for people worshiping God. And we are so lucky here because we have so many talented musicians. We have our wonderful choir who lead us every Sunday, except for when we have a whole community worship. And then we have the ensemble who bring out the guitars and the drums and lead us musically. And then every few weeks we have the bells who come along and they play, and that's a beautiful sound. And now we have another musical group in the church. We have the children's choir. And I can't tell you how excited I am to hear you all. But that's going to be a little bit later in the service. So we're going to sing, Lord, Prepare Me to Be a Sanctuary. And then I'm going to ask you all just to sit in the front row whilst we continue with the service. When we get to the anthem, I'm sure Paul has told you guys what you're doing. And then after the anthem, you go downstairs with Ella and have your children's time and your youth group then. So a little bit different this week, but I think you'll agree it's in a good cause that it's a little bit different this week, because we're going to hear some beautiful music. So we'll stay here just now while we do Lord, Prepare Me to Be a Sanctuary, because you know we have actions. And then you can sit back in the front row, and I'll sit with you until it's time for you to go downstairs, okay? Okay.
Good morning. My name is Christine Enns, and as chair of the Spiritual Formation Committee, we oversee pretty much everything that happens in worship, including music and youth and children's ministry. And so, when Valerie was unable to be here today to lead this Music Appreciation Sunday, she asked if I would do that, and I was very happy to. And thank you to Carolyn for reviewing all of the great musical groups that we have. So now I don't have to do that. So this is a music appreciation litany that just gives us a little bit of perspective on how important music is in our worship, and also share some thanks for our wonderful musicians and their leadership. So we'll begin here. Creator God, since you formed us in your image, we humans have been singing. After you led them out of slavery, Moses and Miriam and all your people sang songs of thanksgiving. After you sent an angel to tell Mary of her son, she sang her praise, her soul magnifying the Lord. How can we keep from singing? And now the musicians.
In song, I will sing to the Lord all my life, or play my instrument my whole life long, making music from my heart to the Lord. I will sing and I will play with my spirit and with my heart with joy.
And all together. How can we keep from singing? We are grateful for the musicians among us, grateful for their gift of time and talent. They lift our worship and touch our hearts. May they know our gratitude, even as God hears their praise. How can we keep from singing? And join me, please, in what the hymn that I thought was called, How Can We Keep From Singing, but is actually My Life Flows On, Voices United 716 in the Red Book.
I hear the sweet, the far off
Our first scripture this morning is Psalm 98, and we'll be using refrain 1 in Voices United 918. I'm sorry, I've got very confused. I'm in the wrong place. What is the number I want? 818. Thank you very much. Sing to God a new song. Your right hand and your holy arm have brought victory.
You have made known your salvation and revealed before the nations your saving power.
You have remembered your steadfast love and faithfulness to the house of Israel.
All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God.
Make a joyful noise to God, all the earth.
Break into joyous praise. Sing psalms.
Sing psalms to God with the harp.
With the harp and melodious voice.
With trumpets and the sound of the horn.
Make a joyful noise before our sovereign God.
Let the sea roar and all that fills it.
The world and its inhabitants.
Let the rivers clap their hands.
They will sing together for joy before God.
You come to judge the earth, O God.
To judge the world with righteousness and the peoples with equity.
Our second reading from Scripture is from chapter 33 of the book of Exodus. Moses said to the Lord, "You have been telling me, lead these people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. You have said, I know you by name, and you have found favor with me. If you are pleased with me, teach me your ways, so I may know you and continue to find favor with you. Remember that this nation is your people." The Lord replied, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." Then Moses said to him, "If your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here. How will anyone know that you are pleased with me and with your people unless you go with us? What else will distinguish me and your people from all the other people in the face of the earth?" And the Lord said to Moses, "I will do the very thing you have asked, because I am pleased with you and I know you by name." Then Moses said, "Now show me your glory." And the Lord said, "I will cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim my name, the Lord, in your presence. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion." But he said, "You cannot see my face, for no one may see me and live." Then the Lord said, "There is a place near me where you may stand on a rock. When my glory passes by, I will put you in a cleft in the rock and cover you with my hand, until I have passed by. Then I will remove my hand, and you will see my back, but my face must not be seen. The third reading this morning is from Matthew chapter 22. Then the Pharisees went out and laid plans to trap him in his words. They sent their disciples to him along with the Herodians. "Teacher," they said, "we know that you are a man of integrity and that you teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. You are not swayed by others because you pay no attention to who they are. Tell us then, what is your opinion? Is it right to pay the imperial tax to Caesar or not?" But Jesus, knowing their evil intent, said, "You hypocrites, why are you trying to trap me? Show me the coin used for paying the tax." They brought him a denarius, and he asked them, "Whose image is this, and whose inscription?" "Caesar's," they replied. Then he said, "Go back then to give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's." When they heard this, they were amazed, so they left him and went away.
The reflection for today has as its title, Connecting Through Music. We've just had great examples of connecting through music just in this service. But I want to take us down and reflect on music and instruments and mantras and meditation and breathing. They're all part of music. So I was in the group that met on 4 Sundays, and it was the second Sunday, and we were asked what aids are there to prevent loneliness? And I'm sitting there in this gown, which I'm proud to do, and I said, music brings people together. And a week later, here I am. And when we sing, we're not aware of our breathing. But breathing is orchestrated behind singing. And this breathing can be brought into meditation. So the song with the words helps us to remember the words and the message. One of the greatest musical instruments is voice. It's very portable. You carry it with you wherever you go. And all the lyrics are in here. And the more you sing, the more you remember to sing. What is choir? This choir is my counterparts. The choir brings joy to me and brings joy to people here and the congregation. Lifting the spirit of connectiveness wards off loneliness. If you are lonely and you come to church, I guarantee you won't stay lonely. And you carry the church and the message throughout the week, and it affects your life in subtle ways. After a hymn, I take that hymn with me and the words during the week. And depending on the hymn, it may stay in my mind for the week or for several weeks. Music and the spoken word together are more powerful than the music alone or the spoken words alone. The bringing them together makes a powerful message. I'll give you an example. I'll just sing the first verse of a song, and what you can do is just raise your hand if you recognise. You don't have to do anything, just raise your hand. And I'll sing the first verse as I'm able, and then I'll comment on it. You may get it very quickly, you may get it in the first word. And incidentally, if you're of senior years as I am, you'll get it. If you're of junior years, it may not mean anything to you. When you're weary and feeling small for, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side when times get tough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Who's heard, put your hand up if you've heard that before. That's it. The message for me is I will lay me down. This is Paul Simon talking. He could have talked about Christ laying down for us when we're weary, when we're in tears, when the road is tough. That was written in 1970, 50 years ago, by Paul Simon. And apologies to Art Garfunkel, I can't make those high notes. It's amazing to me that we should remember those lyrics after 50 years. It's incredible. And there are incredible things happen with the lyrics. They bring us together. You can sing walking down the street or solo or with a CD, or you can go to a concert and enjoy the togetherness even if you're alone. I mean, people on YouTube are watching us and they're alone, and yet they're part of it. The technology is incredible. You will remember it even better if it's sung. Even better than better if it's sung with instruments. And so I bow with respect to Sherry on piano and Cheryl on flute this morning. The choir adds the voice and they add another level. And so you can remember a tune without the words. Or you can remember the words and then the tune comes. Now I'm going to try something, as is my passion. Qigong, Q-I-G-O-N-G, is Chinese meditation. So in Qigong, you don't sing words, you sing sounds. And the sounds become melodic and lift your spirit. So we're going to do this. The chakras, there's the heart chakra and the throat chakra and the solar plexus, which is down here. So what we do, you're sitting in a pew, I'm on a chair. You have your feet firmly on the ground, and that grounds you. You're with the earth, that grounds you. So you don't sing like this, and you don't sing like this. I'm very comfortable like this, but you see how, and with apologies to the choir, you sit forward a little bit. You don't lean back against the back of the chair, because, like me, you'll slide, and that's not what it's about. What it's about, we stand to sing our hymns because it frees up the diaphragm. Now I'm going to do a mantra, and I want you to join me. First of all, sit. And drop this down, so in the middle of it is your belly button. And sit well up as if you are being pulled up. Now the mantra for the solar plexus is, it won't have any meaning for you, R-A-M, Ram. I have a friend who calls himself Ram. But in chanting this, it's Ram, but it's not Ram, finish, 1 second. It's Ram. What do you do when you've run out of breath? Take another breath. Ram. So I'll start us off, and you come in whenever you like, and the choir will help lead us. We haven't rehearsed this. And you'll hear the melodies, and this is a beautiful auditorium for the song to rise. And I'll talk about it afterwards. We'll try it now. Once more. Beautiful. I think that's beautiful. Well, now we're dealing with the chakras and Chinese, and in Chinese meditation, there aren't pianos and a lot of musical instruments. There's a gong, which is sounded to keep the rhythm, and there's a bell which starts off and finishes the meditation. But there's a Om Mani Padme Hum is a challenging voice that you repeat and repeat and repeat. And this that we've just done, this could go on for 5, 10, 15 minutes, half an hour. And gradually the voices blend in. And we've just done a breathing exercise. So on Thursday nights, when we join Paula in the choir, the first thing we do are breathing exercises. So breathing is vital to mantras and to meditation. And it doesn't matter what sort of meditation you do, there's always breathing in it, regulated breathing. I just reflecting on the church, it's very subtle. I have to think about it today, but it's as subtle as Steele playing the intro to the service and the hymns. Imagine the church service without the hymns. I take nothing away from Valerie. The message is there, but it's in the music. The readings are carefully chosen and the music is carefully chosen and it's put together. And when you think about it, a time coming up in 6 weeks, Christmas. What do? We sing carols. What do we sing? We sing together. That's the music joins us together. We know the words because of our tradition. But not all choirs and not all people in the world have Christmas carols. You go to a Buddhist temple and they have chanting, and it's just as meaningful as the words. So you can have the words without the music, or you have the music without the words. But when you put the words and the music together, something happens. And the voice is a wonderful instrument. It's so portable. If you're not breathing, you're not with us. So breathing is vital to living. We've just had an announcement about a music night. That'll be packed. Or you think of Doug Spanner and an Irish night. Why do people come along? Because it binds them together. It's supportive. There's music for occasions. You've got to have the right music for the right occasion. Think of a funeral, sombre music. Leads people into a togetherness where they reflect on someone's life. Or a wedding, joyful. Dance with the Spirit early in the morning. Dance with the Spirit throughout the long day. So the music leads us deep in our hearts. Deep in our hearts, there is a common journey. And we're in that common journey together. Spirit, open my heart to the joy of pain of living. Joy and pain, living, there's a message there. As you love, may I love, in receiving and in giving. Spirit, open my heart. Gratitude, thankfulness, joyful. Grateful for the life you give us, thankful for your Holy Son, joyful in your Spirit flowing over all, O God of love. And we journey together. We are pilgrims. Brother, let me be your servant. Let me be as Christ to you. Pray that I may have the grace to let you be my servant too. Beautiful words. And I don't know how many of you come to the regular Friday, Good Friday service. It's a very sombre service. And we sing, we chant, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. We sing that over and over, and it leads us in a sombre recognition of the day that it is, Good Friday. So I've wandered down a few parts here. The introit weaves us, the instruments guide us, and we can say that it's subtle, but there's a joyfulness and a togetherness. I emphasise the togetherness that we go on this journey. Be it out there, you listening in, or be here. I think it's preferable to be here because people together, where two or more are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. I'll leave it there. We now listen to hymn 400. Listen to your children praying.
David asked me not to introduce him before he came up because he was going to introduce himself, but he never did. So I want to recognize what a great job David did. So David James, thank you very much. So we come to that time where we look at some joys and concerns. Are there special joys or concerns this week? Carolyn.
Yes, I have a great joy in my family as I have a new great niece called Evie, who was born on Friday evening. So my niece Charlotte and her new daughter Evie are both doing well. And I am frantically looking up flights so I can get home as soon as possible to see the latest member of the family.
Great. Joys and concerns.
Mine is a concern, and it is for a dear friend who when we were children lived with us, or young people, high school age, lived with us. Her family did for a few years. She was my matron of honor at our wedding, and on Friday she let me know that she had in September received a diagnosis of cancer of the colon with metastases to her liver. So I would like prayers for Maureen and Armand I guess they're in Hull across from Ottawa. Thank you.
Long walk. I really appreciate all the people stepping forward to make this service happen when Valerie is sick. My comment is also about the women's group. I think they meet on Wednesdays for their walk, but there's no men's group doing a walk. So I thought maybe we could start one maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks, either maybe a Thursday during the day or maybe a Saturday morning. So I might put something in the bulletin for next time with my contact information. If people have ideas or how it could work, then let me know.
Please join me in the unison prayer. We are humbled, O God, by the violence humanity is capable of. Forgive us for the tiny and big ways we contribute to it. Remind us that we are woven as one by your love, better together as a community of faith, and better when we see the whole of your creation as our community. Send us from this place with singing hearts and loving hands, and remind us always that we are not alone. You are with us, and we give you thanks. Amen. So it's stewardship moment. The 3 T's, time, treasure, talent. Treasure, time, treasure, talent. Yada, yada, yada. You hear it every week. And I can tell you, you'll hear it next week and the week after, because the needs are ongoing. If we only needed those 3 important words starting with T, if we only needed them once, we wouldn't come after you. We wouldn't be reminding you. We wouldn't be thanking you every week. So I was on the Presbyterian Church of Canada website the other day, and I saw a couple of quotes that I want to share with you. Don't give till it hurts. Give till it feels good. Giving is not a debt you owe, it is a seed you sow. And one of my favorites, the Lord loves a cheerful giver, but will accept a gift from a grouch. So just a reminder that there are offering plates in the narthex. You may give electronically by e-transfer. The church website also has ways to make a donation. And don't forget, people, we have a new piano, and it wasn't delivered for no charge. So special gifts are always welcome. So their closing hymn is May the God of Hope, Voices United 424. Please rise as you are able. So before I read this benediction, we want to pay particular attention to Reverend Odin, and that we hope that she improves very fast, and that she can be back in the role that she wants to be in. So may the strength of God sustain us. May the power of God preserve us. May the hands of God protect us. May the way of God direct us. May the love of God go with us this day and forever.